Hi dumplings! I'm Katya, local Muscovite. I'm a tour guide in Moscow. We are now right in the center of Moscow. So around me it's very heavy traffic and you can see that people are busy. But we have come here for a special reason, to show you one of the best walking streets, pedestrian street in Moscow, called Arbat. And for me personally, it's one of the best promenades. I always come here when I have free time and I need some atmosphere that will impress me or inspire me. We are choosing the narrowest one, the smallest street that you can find here. Just the tiny little Arbat street. First, let's go and see the new Arbat, which I personally find even more interesting. And don't blame me, please. Okay, let's go. Isn't that the most Soviet view that you have ever seen? For me it is. It's called the new Arbat street. So what is Arbat after all? In the imperial times they called the suburbs, the outskirts, Arbat. And this place was far from the center of Moscow. Just look how broad and massive all of that is. For the late 60s, early 70s, this was a very progressive thought, to destroy all the old buildings and to create something as spacious as this. The street was supposed to unite two capitals, St. Petersburg, the capital of the north, and Moscow. Why you consider this place important at all? These are just the concrete blocks. It's not beautiful, it's not impressive at all. But I will disagree with you. Because for me, personally, this is the representation of the entire epoch. Imagine, before people had just 4 square meters per person to live. They shared rooms, they shared apartments, they didn't have the space, and they were aspiring to have this spacious and comfortable housing. Yeah, maybe there are no decorations. This architecture is simple, but the ideas were also simple, that everyone would have a little of the comfort, but everyone. There will be no difference between people. Something that we should appreciate and never destroy, because it's a great example of the ideas that existed. And now time to show you that all the people adore and appreciate. It's the Old Arbat with a pre-Soviet architecture. And here we are on the Old Arbat street with a special atmosphere. And the first thing we are showing you here today, it's the Tsoi wall. He is the star of the Russian rock scene, the person who reflected all of the changes of the perestroika epoch. So the graffiti behind me says, "Our hearts demand changes," and that was the reflection of the mood in general in public in 1980s when perestroika time was happening. Let's have a look at what people are messaging to Viktor Tsoi here. You see, they say, "Thanks for your songs." They are citating some of the lyrics of his songs. They are leaving the heart symbols and just in general expressing what they think about the world. And look, people are leaving the cigarettes to Viktor Tsoi here as well, because remember, one of his songs says that if you have a pack of cigarettes in your pocket, then you will survive for this day. Every Russian knows a little bit of the lyrics of his songs, that's why, yeah, we appreciate him. Just have a look at this house, isn't it extraordinary? For me it is, and especially because it was built in late 20s and the beginning of the USSR for only one family of the architect Melnikov. Imagine, in the USSR people had tiny apartments, lived in the commune flats, but Melnikov and his family were granted this land and the permission to build the separate house. Separate from everyone, as the workshop and living spaces. Why they were giving this permission, you would ask me. The answer is that this house is an experimental house. So Melnikov was creating the typical project that the Soviet Union would later create all around its territories and will give to the people as the example of the good house. That Tiffany blue color house is the place where Alexander Pushkin lived for several months. He didn't live in Moscow for the entire life because he preferred St. Petersburg. Pushkin is the main poet for Russian, so we started learning his poems from the early years of school. Any tiny city you go to has the Pushkin street. And in general, we consider his work the beginning of the modern Russian literature. So how he lived here on Arbat Street? Let's go and see the inner yard. For these 200 years since Pushkin died, his figure has become iconic for us. He is well appreciated and studied in school, but that doesn't help to understand him better. It's opposite actually. People don't read his poems because they wish to. Sometimes they are obliged to do it by school, and after that you don't want to open these books. And now let's move back to Soviet times and see one of the most grandiose buildings ever built in Moscow in Stalin's time, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Let's go. And sisters, you probably all have heard this expression, and you know what I refer to by saying that. In Moscow we have 7 of them, and they are the iconic buildings built in the time after World War II to show that Russia and USSR is powerful enough and can afford such architecture. Some people even say that they were copied from Empire State Building and that Russian architects specifically were sent to US to learn from Americans how to build skyscrapers. They were built by the Gulag prisoners, and some people believe that they show the time of the tyrant and how unfair the situation was. Now 7 of the sisters continue living their life, and 2 of them are hotels, so you can basically stay there. Several of them are houses, and 1 is university, while 1 is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as it was from the beginning. Some of them have open access, and you can go to the viewpoint, you can go to the restaurants located there, while some of them are completely closed to the strangers and you cannot get there at all. So that's it. These were my favorite places on Arbat Street. Hope you enjoyed them. Tell us which other districts would you like us to show you around Moscow, and maybe even which other cities of Russia would you like to see. Don't forget that we post every Saturday, and of course don't forget to subscribe if not yet. See you!